All right, welcome back to the Millennial podcast. It's been what months since I ever made any freaking videos because I've been busy with
Mm-hmm.
two jobs. This whole year, it's just been a whole freaking mess to begin with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And finally have another camera angle, which is nice and crisp. Two phones, and now I'm gonna start making videos, and I hope I can keep making a video every year. And I mean, every year. Did I just say every year?
I hope it's not every year, man.
No, every week. I'm gonna try making a video every freaking week. So welcome back, and if you see the like and subscribe button right there, just hit that and help us with the channel and just keep helping us make videos. And we're gonna keep making topics. And today's topic is gonna be the yearly recap. Honestly, this year's been a crap show, a complete shit show this whole freaking year, and it's almost over, right?
Yeah, no, I'd agree, man. It's like this year went by so fast,
Mm-hmm.
like super fast, but it's just because so much happened this
Dude.
year, and I want to say it was good, but
If you had to give it a percentage, would it be like 60% good and 40% crap, or which percentage would you give it?
oh man, fuck, bro, no lie, man. I'm gonna say. I think, man, it's just weird. I think maybe 70%, no, maybe like 80% bad,
80% bad.
20% good.
Dude, I'm giving you the same exact percentage that I had. 80% crap and 20% good this whole freaking year of 2024.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But I
Wait.
think that whatever went bad this year, I think that um it might have good, like it might come with good later on in my life.
Yeah, it's like they said, like a roller coaster. Is anything that goes down is eventually have to go up, you know?
I'm waiting
But
for that
mine
up,
should
but
just keep going
it's
and
alright.
down. It's only been going up a little ups and going back down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's start with January and February and like the spring. How was your whole spring this whole year? Let's recap.
I mean, if we start from the spring, it was pretty all right, man. I think my life really started to kind of go down around March.
Yeah, I got anything specific?
Yeah, I had gotten the flu, a stomach flu.
Oh man, I
Mm-hmm.
started up with a COVID right on January, right
Mm-hmm.
the first freaking week of the year. COVID hit me like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I got a really bad flu, and I don't know, like I don't know. It just kind
It's
of
just the
fucked
flu,
me up.
honestly, because it just comes and goes, right? It's just the flu.
Yeah,
So that's a crappy way to start the year. It is.
yeah. It was March, but aside from that, prior to that, it was all right, man.
And what about summer? How was this summer?
The summer, it was just a lot of self work. Like I really just worked on myself. Really just kind of got my mind right. I feel like a lot of things kind of
Yeah, you were going to those meetings.
yeah. So I had to go to an AA group because I was dealing. AA is for like
Alcoholics Anonymous.
mhm. So it's like an Alcoholics Anonymous group.
Mm-hmm.
They work with those principles, but it deals with like addictions, like even like drug addictions and
So it wasn't only with alcohol. It was just
oh yeah.
it was other things
Mhm.
altogether, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I went to that. And they teach you a lot about yourself. They teach you like if you're an anxious person, they teach you like they uncover things even from your childhood that lead you to live the life that you've been living throughout.
Is this the same
these
meeting
years.
that you took me to, right?
Yeah. I told you.
Yeah,
come
I
with
tried
me.
it. I give it a try. You know, it's
Yeah.
just something that wasn't for me. That's about it.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, I think that it was presented to me because of what I was going through. It was presented to me, and kind of had no option, man. I was kind of like I had to go, and I went,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of changed my life, bro. Cause like I was like I tend to have pretty destructive behavior, so that kind of helped me get unstuck.
Like
and
when you
then-
get anxious and you feel like you're stuck, you start destructive everything around you, right?
Not necessarily, bro. I think, well, yeah, that, but I think that like just compulsive behavior,
Uh-huh.
drugs.
Dude, I got the same thing, but the destructive behavior. But
Mhm.
mine is different. I'll get so fed up and frustrated. I actually let my anger take over me, and I just start breaking shit, and just burning bridges in general.
Mhm.
And honestly, it's not a good behavior. But honestly, this year I've just been working on it and just keeping to myself because there's a lot of
Yeah.
toxic ass people out there that just tend to push your buttons.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's levels, There's like,
Yeah.
yes, like there'll be times where it's your fault. Like you'll do certain things that are destructive, or certain
Mm-hmm.
things that are like, oh, okay. Like everybody's flawed, But you can choose not to deal with
Oh, most
certain shit,
definitely. You most
like,
definitely you can choose if you want to go that road or the other road,
mhm.
left, right, up, down.
Yeah, like it's not always my fault,
Yeah.
Like the way I'm treated, it's not always because of something I did. Sometimes people have their own issues, their own traumas, their own things they're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't got to put up with their traumas and what they're going through, Like I don't got to put up with that. I got my own, but I got to figure out my own. But other people got to figure out their own, and then it's just is what it is, man.
And I do admit when it's my fault. I always admit when it's my fault.
Same
I'll
way.
fuck up here.
Yeah, no, same way.
Like the job that I like. In the
Mhm.
same time, I did fuck up. The gas
Mhm.
station. I liked the job. You know how I liked it. Really.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
beginning of the year, I just liked it. And the same time, I did fuck up.
Mhm.
And the same time, the other person should have just literally kept to their own business. You
Mhm.
don't mind your own fucking business at the same time. But
Yeah.
I guess I will say it was 70% my fault and 30% the snitch's fault.
Yeah, I think that also, like, yeah, just like what we were saying, like sometimes it's other people's fault. But I think for you in your situation, like it was like a blessing in disguise. Sometimes you got to see the blessing in disguise. This year really forced me to find
Mm-hmm.
the silver lining, to find the good in all of the bad, bro. And it helped me be more grateful.
What is your
Helped me
silver
be-
lining?
I mean, for me, my silver lining, man, there was one situation where I had I mean, you kind of know about it. I don't know if we want to touch on it. Just kind of like the totaling of the vehicle.
Oh yeah, wait, let's go. Let's touch on it. If you want.
Yeah, so I had a situation where I had sold a vehicle to somebody that I had paid off. It was a paid off vehicle.
Yeah, our old ex best. Well, I wouldn't say best friend. Our old ex friend.
Yeah, just
He was on the podcast with us, and
Mhm.
I'm not trying to blow his name out there, but if you see him in the podcast, big guy, long hair, that's if you
Mhm.
guys seen it, you know what I mean. Who I mean.
Yeah, no, it just is what it is, man. Like I'm not even mad at the person no more. I think
You were mad as hell when the whole thing
Yeah.
was happening. I saw you were just literally frustrated. You look like
Yeah.
you're ready to blow up.
Yeah, man. I mean, cuz I was already dealing with a bunch of shit,
Yeah.
And it's all a product of my own, a lot of the stuff I was dealing with, I've been dealing with this year it is a product of my own behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was I kind of just became like everything I never would have thought I would have been, bro. It was just a dark time.
Could you say it was testing you?
It might have been testing me, man, but it tested my mental health, bro. Like I was literally, bro, like thinking I was going insane, bro. Like losing my mind. Like I thought I was losing my mind. I didn't know what was going on.
It is not your fault. It is it looks like it's in your nature to improve people. You give the dude a chance,
Yeah.
and the dude was doing good for 2 years working with you. Was it 2 years, right?
Yeah, he worked with me 2 years. But
And
like,
I even noted, I even catched on to it. I was like,
mhm.
these motherfuckers doing good, going to work, paying his bills and getting shit done, putting his money away,
Yeah.
and buying the car out of you in payments. I was like, all right, dude, I was in the same boat with you. I could see this guy moving on in life and going forward instead of going backwards. And honestly, at that time, I would approve with you in the same thing. Give him let the car do in payments. Dude's doing good, and I feel he's gonna push him to do better.
Mhm.
But everybody has their tendencies in life that they just go back to.
Yeah, man. What I learned at this AA group is that it's an addiction, man. Like
Yeah.
the dude, like again, not to blow up anybody's situation, but when you're an addict, bro, when you have addictions and we're not just talking about like weed,
Yeah, you have
because if it's
old
just weed,
tendencies.
when it's just weed, it's like, like everybody does weed, but when you're an addict, a drug addict,
Yeah.
or I don't know, even addicted to like women or addicted to liquor
Or addicted into
or
your own ways, you
addicted to
just
your old ways,
your
like
old tendencies
it's all
that
an
you used to
addiction.
have, you
Yeah,
know?
it's all an addiction, man, and it's destructive and it's bad and it and addicts tend to. What I learned is that us as addicts, we tend to fuck shit up, like just make
Mhm.
mistakes because we're only focused on ourselves and we don't even know you don't even know you're doing it. Sometimes you don't know you're doing it. You're just like concerned with like your own high, your own feeling right.
And right now
you
you're
know?
not addicted to anything yourself, right?
No.
Only the music. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I found a love. I mean, I've always loved music so my silver lining, bro, is like if we really want to get into it, is like, well, back to like I guess the car situation is that so the car situation, I sold him the car in payments like about I want to say 2 years ago, and he basically was doing good, was going to work and everything, and then the old ways just came back and fell into old addictions, whatever the case is, and the car was totaled. Like,
Oh yeah, man, that was
yeah,
fucking shame
yeah,
right there.
the car was totaled, and I didn't even know. Dude, like just stopped showing to work, and then like 2 days passed, and on a Saturday morning, I had hit up his brother because I was like, "Hey, man, uh, this person, he lost his job because he didn't show up to work Thursday or Friday, and the boss got mad and said, you know what, like it's like that's it, like fired him. I'm like, but I sold him this car and I don't know if he's gonna pay the car no more. I don't know, like he's not responding to my messages. So hey, you know what? I'm gonna pick up the car, just take the keys, and I'll pick it up and I'll drive the car away because like, dude, the car was worth $15K.
Yeah,
Worth on Kelly Blue Book, it was worth 16,500 on Kelly Blue Book. I sold it to him for 15
yeah.
flat. In payments though.
Without the taxes,
Without interest,
and everything,
without
and all
interest,
that.
without interest or nothing, bro. Just like that. Mhm.
Flat 15 grand. How better can you get than that, dude?
Yeah, man. The car had 60,000 miles.
Oh man, that engine, dude, 60,000 fucking miles.
Chevy Malibu.
60,000 miles, not even 100,000.
Yeah.
Once 100,000 miles start hitting, then that's when it starts going downhill. But not even touching 16,000, yeah, not even touching 100,000 miles.
No, not even
Perfectly,
touching
bro.
100,000.
Perfectly.
Yeah, like, dude, 40,000 miles. It'll take him like 4 years to get to
Oh yeah.
100,000 of using the car. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you use about 10K a year,
Around there,
roughly 11.
There are some people that be doing like 30K a fucking year, 30K miles a year. Fuck that.
Yeah, but so I told his brother, hey man, take the car and drive it and I'll pick it and or no more like take the keys and I'll pick him up and I'll drive it because I don't know if he's gonna pay the car and blah, blah, blah. And he had already used it for 2 years, so it's not like he had only given me like 4K from the car.
It's somewhere. He was doing good into.
He had already given me 4K, so I'm like, well, he's driven it for 2
Yeah.
years, so there's his 4K. It's like those 2 years of driving it, 2K per year of driving the fucking car, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not like I'm like taking it back, and he didn't even get to use it, right? So I'm like, whatever. So I told his brother, bro, take the keys. I'll pick up the keys and I'll take the car.
Dude, I am honestly on the same boat with you because I knew the dude before you.
Yeah,
and
well,
I
met him
noticed
through you, yeah.
And I noticed the cars that he would do the same thing, and he would stop paying them, and next gonna get towed and everything. So honestly, you trying to get the car back before it becomes a bigger issue, like dude dodging you, running away. Like it's better to go pick it up, and just like, bro, before you go into your bullshit, let me get it because honestly, it's gonna turn into a bigger issue. We know how you are.
Yeah, man.
And I understand where you were going.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was literally just like, I'm not trying to deal with it, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm counting on that money, bro. Like, the money you're paying me, he was paying me like $450 a month, right?
Yeah.
Which I thought was reasonable. The dude was making like $900 a week.
Oh, easily. And he was making $900 a fucking week doing the easiest job ever. Honestly, that was way more better than me, and I'm the one busting my ass in the fucking cutting grass, putting bricks together in cement.
Yeah, man, and like,
To piss on it,
yeah, man.
honestly, if I had that shit right now, if I had that position instead of him, I would have still been with you, and I would have fucking still be on that, man, because that's 900 a fucking week.
900 a week, bro. A set schedule, 6 a.m. to 4:30.
Yeah,
He like, I got him a car, like
Monday through Friday,
Monday through
weekends off.
Friday, weekends off, holidays off.
Yeah,
Random days where we would buy money for the workers. Like, everybody would get lunch, whatever
Bro.
you want.
that was fucking set in stone right there. Beautiful right there.
So
What
like,
else can you? And benefits, right?
well, benefits, yeah, they were offered to him.
Yes.
They were offered to him. They were offered. Health insurance was offered. He had uniforms that would get washed by the company, like
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
cintas or whatever. They would take the uniforms, wash them, bring them back. He would have, like, he wouldn't have to wear his own clothes. He would have uniforms.
Dude, that is beautiful when a company gives you uniforms to wear.
Mhm.
Like the job that I had, they give us shirts. All we had to do is just provide the pants, but just wear it.
No, he
pants,
was
that's
taken
it.
care of. He was taken care of. And like,
Yeah.
the thing is too, is that, like, even like, cause it's a family owned business. Like, it's my dad's business, but
Yeah.
me and my brother helped grow it. You know, we created like websites and we get clients, and we pretty much run the business. Me and my brother. Like, my dad is just kind of there now, chilling, and he's now working with us.
Chilling and collecting and working a
Mhm.
little bit here and there.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
paperwork this, but we pretty much, me and my brother, pretty much, we run the company.
You know what that sounds like?
Uh,
The American dream right there.
yeah, man. I mean, it took a lot of time. I mean, I've been there for a little while now, and it took some time to grow it and to see what, but it has just so much potential. Like, there was no other way to look at it. I learned the work, learned how to do it myself, and then from there, it's just like, all right,
And
well,
right now, it's
you need
nothing
what
but
we
up now.
do. Yeah, you need what we do. You need what we do. Okay, this is what we do, and sometimes we're oversaturated with work. So like, yeah, he had it nice, and
Sky's the limit right now. Right now with the company, the sky's the limit.
well, that's what they're telling us. I mean, this coming year is supposed to be good for manufacturing,
Ah,
so we'll see.
if anything happens, and I can't, my seasonal jobs, it turns out that I can't get the full time, I think I might hit you up.
Yeah, hit me up, man. But I'm hard. I'm a hard motherfucker. Like, not hard right now, but
Not like my coworker that I have right now, Senor Torres.
uh,
My God, he taught me how to mix cement like a motherfucker.
yeah, I put
He
people
is
to work.
older. He's in his 60s, and he is doing what I was doing. He was teaching me. And I'm like, oh my God, he is 16 years old, and I'm here bitching, and I'm fucking
Yeah.
32 years old.
Yeah, they got that old bicep strength, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
damn.
that strength. Yeah, no, tell me.
Oh, he's going
I
like,
know.
making the cement to the water. And he will make three fucking barrels of it and not even freaking prick a sweat. I'm on my
Yeah.
1.5 and like,
We got our guy.
and I'm pushing up, but I'm going right on his
They
ass.
got that fucking bicep frijoles strength, bro.
Dude, I'm right on his ass, keeping up, you know? So I think I could handle working with you, you know?
Hey,
because
man.
that's fucking, what I'm
All right.
doing is fucking hard. Bricks, cement, lifting, concrete, chopping wood, put into the freaking grinders and all that wood chipping.
But see, that's fun.
yeah.
Now imagine doing what I'm doing, but it's not as fun, bro. It's a lot more repetitive.
Yeah, I get that. At the same time, you are locked into small
Yeah.
warehouse.
Yeah.
And I'm out there, you know, like
Mhm.
like this whole week it was fucking
You get
cold.
fresh air. You get air. We're in a place we don't really get a lot of fresh air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this week it was like 20 degrees outside, but I had my sweater, then I had a vest on, then I had my jacket on, and all those three hoods together and keep me nice and warm. The only thing that was fucking cold is from my waist down, my pants. My fucking cock was fucking freezing out
That shit
there.
was inside you.
Bro, we were all talking about, fuck, it's fucking cold this year. Hey, Torres, give me your thermos. Well, I'm gonna stick my dick into it.
You know
Get the
damn.
fuck outta here
You
with
know
that
damn
shit.
well your dick was inside you. You know
Like,
it
give me
was.
that thermos. I'm gonna stick my thick in that thermos, bro. Give me that shit. What are you having there? Hot coffee? Not anymore, bro. I'm done. I'm gonna
Oh
take
hell
it.
no.
But dude, it was fucking cold this week. But honestly, I think I'd rather take it than being inside at the same time. You know,
Mm.
in the freaking heat, we're out there cutting grass, mowing grass, and trimming. But we're outside in the heat, and at least we have water to hydrate us, and we're not trapped where the heat is all trapped in, like, it's more condensed heat in the warehouse than it's out there. Because out there, like, at least you can put a hat on because I have my sombrero on and just my landscaping sombrero, and you get shade on. But it's still hot, but I'm not complaining too much.
Yeah, no, that sounds nice. Like I said, man, that's a really cool job. Any construction and stuff, like, or like
Hmm.
what you do, like what I've seen that what you do, like I love that type of shit. But yeah, so like, yeah, man, this dude, I try to get the car back. Back to the fucking story. My bad.
My bad, yeah.
Yeah, but I try to get the car back from this guy, and then his brother tells me on Saturday morning, tell his brother, hey, he hasn't replied, hasn't came to work Thursday, Friday, didn't show up, he got fired. Like, I need to pick up the car. Oh, his brother texts me back. Oh, sorry, you didn't hear what happened. I'm like, what do you mean? What happened? He's like, oh, this dude fucked up. He totaled the car and somewhere in Chicago and and blah blah. And I was like, wait, what? I'm like, what do you mean? Like dude, I couldn't believe it. He's like, yeah, he's here, but um, like nothing happened. But yeah, the car is somewhere in Chicago. I'm like, what? Because the thing is, the car was still under my name.
Yeah, that's a bitch part's under your name.
It's under my. Well, no, that's not the bitch part, bro. Imagine if the car would have been under his name.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
He
the
would
thing
not
is,
have to.
it's also a bitch that is under your name because anything, the cops would think that it was you under behind the wheel. And
Well, no, because he got pulled over. Like he totaled it, but he got arrested.
yeah.
He got arrested.
By the
So-
insurance, too, they would think it was you, too.
Well,
until
no,
you
it didn't
clear up.
happen. No, it got cleared up.
Oh, yeah?
Because the police report shows that he was the driver.
Ah,
That was not the
perfect.
issue. That was not the issue, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, no, all of that was good. The insurance paid me. It ended up working out, man. Like I said, really, it was just a lot of the hassle because I've had to go back and forth to courts because I opted to do what is it fucking called? I forgot what it's called, but I basically went to trial with the city of Chicago.
Mhm.
So there's a case open that I opened myself that opened a case with the city of Chicago in order for me to get the money back that I had to pay out of pocket to get the car out of the pound, the Chicago pound, because that's
What
where the
was
car
it
was
again?
taken.
$2,000, right?
It was 2,500. Yeah. In order for the insurance to be able to go get the car, see it, and then tell me, okay, this is how much we're gonna pay you and all that shit.
$2,500. That's just a lot of fucking money. That's like an apartment, like 2 months of a fucking
Bro,
apartment.
I had to pay that. Like, imagine paying that because of somebody else's fuck up.
Yeah.
Somebody I'm helping, somebody I tried to help. Like, hey, like, and then he does that shit and then dodges me, and then now I gotta pay his fuck up, and he's not even showing face to be like, hey man, like, my bad, bro. Like, I'm gonna pay you or something. Like, show face.
Yeah, he's just hiding and
It's just like, oh, okay, well I fucked up, but here, the fuck, bro.
yeah.
Got a whole,
It's
nah, man.
just fuck up mentality. That's just
It's fucked up mentality, bro. Yes, I was pissed off. I went that day, couldn't believe it. I drove to like 3 different parts in the city, and I stay like, how far we stay from the city.
Yeah.
Not too far, but
not too far. That's still
like 20
a good,
minutes. We're like
still
25 minutes.
It's still a fucking drive though. With the traffic.
With
and
traffic,
all
it's
that.
like an hour.
Yeah.
But without traffic, it's like 25 minutes, really.
Yeah,
That's how much
usually.
traffic affects the fucking trip. But yeah, so anyway, I was, in the city. I went to like 3 different places because I didn't know where the car was. And then I ended up at the Chicago Pound and then had to be in there. And then them tell me like, oh, well, yeah, the car is here, but, like, what do you want to do? And then so I called the insurance and then they said, oh, you got to pay $25,000 or $2,500 for us to be able to even see it and pay you. So had to do all that, do the whole fucking process, bro. Take days off of work, drive my own fucking gas, do all that shit for this dude, because of this dude's fucking situation. But I say it was a blessing in disguise because at the end of the day, like, I got paid for the car. And hopefully now if I get this money back that I paid for the pound after my court coming up this week with them, then that's less money that he'll technically owe me. So then I can come to dude to buddy and then just be like, hey man, this is what you owe me, bro. Like, are you gonna pay the fuck up or not, man?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's under contract, right?
I mean,
So,
yeah, but
no fucking way to escape it, dude. And in the same time, as it is a blessing because the dude's spiraling down, and you don't want that person to anchor you down, sink you with him, you know. So honestly, once a court thing comes, and all you have to do is just pay it off the rest, and just keep it at arm's length, you know.
Yeah, man. Like
That's about it.
I have no idea. Like I question myself plenty of times. Like, am I the asshole? Did I fuck up? Was I wrong? Did I do something? Or am I being like? I questioned all of these things.
Yeah.
My role in everything and everything and to be honest, like I'm not a perfect person, but I do understand and know that we like me and my family, we helped this person out a lot.
It was not your fault, bro. You guys
And
did the good thing.
we helped this dude
helping
out a lot, man. We like not even just me, but like my family, bro, like my brother and everything. And then everybody was pissed off. Everybody's like, dude, like man, fuck that dude. Like he did that shit like to you, man. Like fuck that dude. Like what the fuck? Like
Hey, man.
everybody, bro. Like the people that like everybody that knew me, that knew him, that because we were together for a while. Like me and him were always chilling. You know, even he would come to my house, be at all my studio sessions. Like when I was recording, he was there throughout my fucking making of my albums and shit. All the stuff that I haven't even put out yet. Like he was there while I was making beats with clients, recording, making beats from in the city.
We learn, bro.
Back and forth in the city. It was a lot, man. You know, we spent a lot of time, like a good 2 years, just chilling and working and doing everything together. And
started feeling like family, you know.
yeah,
Until these shit just
and then this was
piss it
just,
away. I mean, oh well.
And this was just like damn, fuck that.
Like, wow, like, bro, you're really gonna be doing your bullshit after I treated you like family, you know that?
Yeah,
Took you to places, chill with me, and showed you good time, you know. And you just piss away, but whatever.
We're all too old, man. We're too old. Like,
oh yeah, we're way too fucking old. We're in our 30s where we have to take responsibility and just get shit done, you know, and just stop fucking up, you know.
Dude, like my life goes like I'm so busy that like I'm always working on new shit and doing everything like music, or if I'm renovating or doing this or doing that, and it's like I'm always doing something, like obviously with time with my family and shit, that it's like I don't got time to like be keeping good vibes around me, good people that are like adding to my life in a positive way, as I also want to add to theirs. Like for example, I'm doing a podcast with you.
Yeah.
I think this is positive, right?
Oh yeah, it's
positive
positive. We're doing something.
If you ever need help, right? Like if you would tell me, hey man, you know, can we use the van? Can I need to pick this up? Or hey, you know, I'm gonna build this. Can you help me out? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you. And I'm there.
Thank you for the helping me pick up wood. You know.
Yeah, no, just shit like that.
This table right here. If you guys can see it in the angle or not, I made this nice table right here.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's stuff that like keeps your like trajectory going straight, smooth, like nice things, you know, like cool things. Like, all right, I'm helping you out. Yeah, let's do it. It's not like oh, this is the problem, and like it's not a problematic thing. It's just like helping somebody out, like doing something, and it just keeps the ride smooth. Friends, the bridges are nice, everything is cool, just going, and then it's like then dude was just like holding it back and just like creating problems, and it's like what need do I have at this point in my life to like stoop down to like issues and problems and those type of people, bro? Like there's no point. Like what's the point, you know? Like
I get you.
I'd rather cut the dead weight and then just keep people around me that
like cut off what's holding you back and just fly. Like you just laid off 100 pounds of bullshit, let go, and now you're flying a little bit more freer.
I'd say like 300 pounds. More like
to be bogus, but
yeah. No, not to be bogus, man. I mean, like I'm a fucking, you know, I'm not in any shape. The one thing I haven't been hitting is the gym, but we're gonna be back on it for sure.
If we're fat, we can say fat jokes to each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're one skinny motherfucker and you say a fat joke to a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You have not earned that right, motherfucker.
Yeah. Us fat, but it's like you know, fucking black people. Oh, they can only may say jokes to black people. Mexicans to Mexicans.
Yeah.
And fat people to fat people. We can say these things, but yeah.
Yeah, my coworker will be like, "You fat piece of shit. Hey, you're skinny as fuck. Fuck you. You can't say that shit."
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. So that happened. That was around the summer when that happened, and that was pretty shitty. But
yeah, it was really hot during that time.
Yeah, it got me pissed off, bro, because you really grow to like care. Like I cared for the dude, you know, like we really cared. Like I mean, even my family, we cared for him. So there was, like I said, like I went through the whole processing, like if I fucked up, if it was my issue, but then I'm like, you know what? No, it just wasn't my fault. Like
Mm-hmm.
dude just, and it's just he's an addict, bro. And then I had been suffering with my own addictions, and then I had been dealing with like withdrawals and shit, which made my mind, my whole fucking, the chemical balances in my own mind were all off, because I had finally been sober for like nearly like, well, this whole year I've been sober, but like prior to that I hadn't been sober for like for years, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just always be fucking high off some shit.
Yeah, right now, I would you consider me an addict because I like to smoke almost every freaking day, you know. But I do it
Yeah.
to go to sleep.
I
I don't.
mean,
I'll be during the day, and on my days off, like today, I'll smoke it during the day. That's about
mhm.
it. But mostly I'll do it at nighttime to go to sleep, you know, because to me it either does two things. It makes my brain do more things and start studying more. Either before I go to bed, I'll be high and just looking at videos of certain things, how to build these, learn about angles. I learn about certain things that I just want to learn. In the same time, it also shuts my brain down and calms my thoughts down, and I just go to sleep without having my thoughts racing. So it does two things to me, and I can choose what it wants it to do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not interfering with your life, man, and
Mm.
what you do, it then then I don't know if you're an addict, because I think an addiction is when like you've got to do it and you compromise your like responsibilities for doing it. And I was doing that. I was compromising my responsibilities, and I've got a lot of responsibilities, and I
Yeah.
was compromising them for my addictions, so for me it was like bad for me, like it wasn't
Now you feel more clear minded that you're off of it, right?
yeah, man, off of everything.
I've done
Yeah.
it too. When I was clear for a few months, you know,
Mhm.
I felt my mind clearer, but at the same time, my thoughts will intrude when I'm trying to rest, and it was just start racing.
Mhm.
And to me, then I just started going back just to silence those thoughts in my head, just to calm them down, like tone it down. Like my thoughts will be at 120 volume. Whenever I smoke before going to sleep, it would tone it down to at least 20%
No, that's
percent
awesome,
volume.
man. No, yeah, then like if it helps you in
Yeah.
those instances, that's awesome, bro. And that's awesome. Do that.
And it makes me curious for some reason. Something about weed makes me curious.
Makes you like, it gives you interest in a lot of things, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'll just go on YouTube on Reels and I type in how to figure out measurements of angles with a speed square
That's awesome.
and how to do these, how to cut perfect angles on a freaking wood. That way the angles good together and learn how to cut perfectly wood. And I learned when you don't cut on the line, cut out the side of the line of where you're gonna cut, not on the line. Otherwise, it's gonna keep coming out your wood. All the pieces are gonna come out not aligned. So put the edge of the blade of the saw blade right at the line on the side.
Mm.
That way, they all come out perfectly next to it, all the wood pieces, and they come out perfectly, and you can start building. Because I learned every time that I will cut on the line, it'll be off by a millimeter or a little these and little that. And it will next to the wood legs will not be like I had to learn how to do that. My little wood legs on my table. They
Mm.
were not so I will cut that little piece off and I learned why was it doing that.
Oh, nice, man. Well, yeah, see, that's the good part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like for me, um like when I started going to that AA group, they basically said, part of it is just basically recognizing if you do things as an escape.
Yeah.
And I was doing it as an escape, because why was I high every day? And I wasn't just doing weed anymore. Like I was doing some harder shit.
Yeah, I can't go
So
anything harder.
so I was, man, and it was affecting my mind and my body. Physically, it was starting to affect me. I was getting like waking up at night with like fucking my heart fucking beating fast and
Yeah.
like doing shit like that, bro. I had never gone through that. So then like I quit, I stopped doing that shit because it started getting scary, and then my body was just dealing with withdrawal, and I had in my mind my fucking it fucked me up, bro. It
Yeah.
fucked me up this whole year. But now we're approaching the end of the year. It hasn't even been a whole year since I really went through it, but starting to approach the end of this year and things are starting to become more positive. I'm more clear headed. I'm less anxious. For the first time, like I said, in years, I'm sober and like I'm like learning how to deal with myself, with who
Yeah.
I am, and finding myself, who I really am, like what I really like. Not like my principles of like, am I a nice person or not, or a good person or not? Like not like finding myself in that way, but just finding out what like I truly love to do, why I do it, who I
Yeah.
do it for, truly, because like how much of things do I do because like I want to please my parents, or how much of this do I do because I want to please my relationships, or how much of this do I do and like like where am I, you know what I'm saying, and no longer running away. I'm
W-
facing shit head on.
Would you say that you have an addictive personality?
Yeah, bro.
You do, right?
Yeah, that's the reason I'm fucking fat, bro. Because I'm addicted to food. I was addicted to sugar. And you know what they say when you quit a certain drug? I don't really feel too comfortable putting out there what I was doing,
Yeah.
but maybe the people that know will know. But when you quit doing a certain drug, like you become addicted to sugar for some reason.
It's
Don't
just
know exactly
another way
why.
to pick up something else, you know? I know
Maybe.
how you feel. Right now, I've given up sugar and I'm
Mm.
mostly not completely. Sometimes I'll have one sugary drink, real soda,
Mm.
but most of the time I do like sugar free, you know?
Mm.
And I know how you feel. They're addictive to sugar. It's
Oh my
just,
god.
it's
Bad,
fucking,
bad.
mostly it's pop, you know?
Yeah.
But I learned to curb that craving just with zero sugar. You'll still get the little bit of the bubbliness and a little bit of it feels like real soda, but it's not.
Mm.
It's just zero sugar. But it
Yeah, bro.
makes me crave the real stuff. And honestly, since I started doing zero sugar, I lost some pounds.
Yeah, good for you.
I lost some.
Good
And
for
with the
you, bro.
manual work that I'm doing, so I'll
Yeah, I'm
mostly,
telling you, you lost weight, bro. You
yeah,
lost weight.
I
You
lost
lost a lot of
some.
weight.
I
Yeah.
lost some. These pants,
Mm-hmm.
well, I just bought these ones today, but I bought the same ones that I have them in gray. When I first started the job that I'm doing right now, they were so tight around my thighs, and I felt like I was wearing skinny jeans. They were right on my crotch, you know?
You were a little thick one.
Yeah, I was right on my crotch, the same pants. But now started wearing them 2 weeks ago, and they're like loosey loose, right? Like, damn, the same ones. They were tight on me,
Mm.
but now they're good.
Yeah, man. So yeah, addictive personality for sure. Addictive personality. But see, I became an addict to my own thoughts
Yeah.
for the first time. So like I stopped being addicted. I was addicted to, I don't know, let's say doing drugs and doing music, right?
Yeah.
So they went hand in hand because when I'd be high, I'd be doing music. Like
Mhm.
so I would do that. So I stopped getting high, and then like I stopped doing music because I was like recovering from like withdrawals, and then I started becoming addicted to my thoughts because I started getting a lot of intrusive thoughts, a lot of
Mhm.
negative thoughts, like a lot of like depression. I went through like depression. I went through um like just a bunch of mental shit, bro. Like just mental problems that like I was addicted though, like thinking every day, like how do I feel today? Am I
Mhm.
feeling sad? And then am I feeling like this? And I had never been like that in my life, bro. So
Ooh.
I was just doing a lot of self searching, self work.
What advice can you tell anybody that's listening to this right now that is kind of going through the same thing you went through, like the destructive behavior and addiction and getting clean? What kind of advice could you tell them right now? That
Man,
might work, and they might work because everybody's different, you know?
there's a lot, bro. Like honestly, we could do a fucking podcast just based off my experiences in less than a year that has been this year, bro.
Mhm.
There is a lot, bro.
But just
I've
give a
thought
small
about it.
advice, you know?
I've thought about it myself, even going on a fucking live myself and or just recording a pod with myself and just talk about my experience. But I do think I should write it down because I've been through so much. But yes, I will share some stuff. Is that when I was active in addiction, bro, like I would go outside to smoke a square, while I was doing other like stuff, drugs, and I would question myself, why am I doing this? I'd be like high or whatever. I'd feel like my fucking heart beating quick fast as fuck, and I'd be asking myself, why am I doing this?
Mhm.
I love my family. Like I love what I have. Why am I doing this? why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Never had an answer. So it's like, why was I doing it? And I'm finding that out now. But see, I think people should realize that doing drugs, there might be something under that. A lot of the times we want to say, no, well, we're just cool and it just feels good and we're chilling. But you really got to do the self work and really realize if you are running away from something, if there is something you're running away from, maybe there is. If there is something you're running away from, I'd say do the work and cut off the whatever your safe zone is. If it's your phone, if it's fucking women, if it's jacking off, if it's fucking whatever your escape is,
Yeah.
try not doing it and try sitting with that anxiety, try sitting with that feeling and process it, and then try to figure out what's going on. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? So I say do the work. Don't run away. That's an advice because it is gonna help you. Because one day, shit's gonna topple over. That's what happened with me. I was filled with anxiety, filled with pressures, filled with just like problems, at home with like my family, with my parents, maybe with everything, bro. Just like all these problems and all of this stress and all this pressure, bro. And on top of that, I was like, I was using.
Yeah.
And it's like everything just fucking the shit hit the fan for me, bro. And it was just like, you know what I'm saying?
And now you're doing better now.
I'm doing better, but I've done a lot of work, man. A lot of YouTube, because there's a lot of informative videos out there. A lot of informative videos, and a lot of research that gave me answers to what I was experiencing in a lot of different situations. Because I went through a lot of different things, range of emotions, range of mental health, fucking issues that I went through. That I did a lot of research, found out what was happening to me, and then was able to like cope with the symptoms when they would come, and I wouldn't be all panicky like what the fuck is going on with me, and I'd be all scared. Like I had to do a lot of research to know that what I was experiencing was normal to what I had been going to, what I was going through.
Yeah.
It was a normal part of what I was going through.
And now you're doing way better than where you used to be.
Yeah, man, I'm doing way better, bro.
You're just doing the work.
Way
That's
better.
what matters. You were doing it's better to do the work than nothing at all and just let it take over.
Oh my God. And it's hard though. It's very hard because there was times where I thought it was gonna take over. Days where I didn't know how it was gonna go anymore. Where I didn't know what the fuck was going on and what was gonna happen. But then like I had to do the work even on days that it felt like I physically, my own mind would physically not let me want to do it because it was just throwing shit at me like, what's the point? None of this matters. And it's like I'm trying to do something and my whole fucking mind is just telling me none of this matters. What's the point? This is pointless. This and that. And it's like throwing all of this shit. But it's like, you know what I would tell myself? I'd say, you know what, man? I'm going to do this. I was never like this before. I'm going through this now, though. But I'm going to do this because the future me, when I get out of this, is going to thank me.
One day.
Is going to thank me. The future me is going to thank me that I stayed strong through all this shit and I put in the work, like, to continue what I want to do. Like, I renovated my studio, my home studio.
Yeah.
Completely renovated it. I'm talking, like, fucking the floor, the ceiling, had drop ceiling, put drywall, fucking the whole walls, redid just a bunch of work to the basement, to the fucking studio. Bought new equipment for the studio, like compressors, interfaces, microphones, everything, bro. Like just did a bunch of shit, and I did it while going through like depressive episodes, while going through anxieties and all kinds of shit. And I would just tell myself, I'm gonna do this because the future me is gonna thank me.
Like keep yourself busy. That way those thoughts won't come and intrude into your head and just make you feel like you want to relapse. Just keep yourself busy, right?
Yeah.
It's also good to keep yourself busy in whatever way that you can think of. Making music, doing art, drawing, painting, recording, anything. Just keep yourself busy. Or work, put yourself into work a lot. Then next you know, before you know it, the day's gone. Then it's another day, another day, and another day. And before you know it, it'll be a week, a months, a year, and you are more sober and you notice, fuck, I've been sober for a whole year and I kept myself busy.
Yeah.
Like, some people just realize because they don't keep themselves busy and try to put those thoughts away.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, like I met some people that relapse, and I noticed it because they were not keeping themselves busy. They were literally just chilling at the house doing nothing.
Yeah, man. It's tough, bro. Addiction is tough.
Yeah.
Not everybody has the resources. I have a lot of people to thank. I became really close to God, and it doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna sin. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be this like, I'm gonna keep messing up, bro. Probably my whole life. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a priest. I'm not a.
To me, that actually is a good thing to mess up in life because it's best to mess up because you know what to do now. Because let's say not everybody's perfect. It's all about experience. It's
Mhm.
good to fuck up so you know what not to do this time. You're
Mhm.
like, oh man, that didn't work out last time. I'm not gonna go down that road again and do the same thing because I know
Mhm.
where it's gonna lead up.
Yeah. No,
And
yeah. God showed me. He
mhm.
had a message. God was trying to. Me personally, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ, and that's a personal thing. But
Yeah.
he was really trying to send me a message. Like I was not living right, and I do believe that God knew that that you got this family. You've got what you don't want your kids to go through. You know what you don't want this and that to happen. You're messing up, man. The way you're living right now, you're gonna fucking die. You're gonna die, dude. Like you're gonna die. You're not gonna make it to all these things you want for them. Like you're not living right. You're not living right. So sent me he sent me the message, bro. He made it loud and clear that I was messing up, and I do believe there was that. But also, I have to thank my family, my friends. I mean, obviously your family.
And
You're my family,
yes,
but
everybody does have all the resources. Not everybody has them all.
not everybody
But
does.
what I can say is, if you feel like you are having addiction out there, find some help. Any kind of help. Find AA meetings or anything.
Yes, there is help
Yeah, there is help.
for
It's just your
everybody.
job to go seek it.
Put the
Not
hard work in.
yeah, not everything's gonna come to you. Sometimes you gotta go out there and seek it.
Mm-hmm.
You just go find a meeting or talk to people that are recovered also, and you'll find your community and to help you out, to give you the tools.
Yep.
So if you are experiencing something, go find help, and I know you will do it, and you will get better.
Absolutely.
It was a good podcast we had right now, talking about
Yeah, man.
yearly recap and addiction.
It was just mainly
It
me
was yeah,
talking.
it's
But
all good, dude. I
yeah,
like to hear my guests, and I like to hear their experiences and stories. And
yeah,
it's not all about me. I want to hear about the people, and I like to hear your stories. What you just told me, I was imagining it all right there,
mm,
and I like to hear that. Thank you for giving me your story and your everything, dude.
yeah, man. It's awesome. Like I
Yeah,
hope we do more because I do got a lot to talk about now, man. I do have a lot of fucking shit, and they call it the pearls. When just gave you some pearls because
hmm
in the AA they call it pearls, and and then this quote, at least for me, is that the pearls is because do you know how a pearl is made within an oyster? Do you know how
yeah,
they make it?
because there's some foreign object with there in the oyster, and the oyster we use is immune system to coat it and try to kill that thing, but it hardens up and it turns into a pearl.
Yeah, and it hurts them.
Yeah.
So typically it's sand. So they'll get
Mm.
sand inside the oyster and it'll hurt the oyster, hurt the oyster, hurt the oyster, and then the oyster will turn it into a pearl. So in the AA they use that analogy to say we share our pearls because we're sharing things that hurt us into something beautiful,
Yeah, into a beautiful pearl.
into a
Pearls
beautiful
are
pearl.
beautiful. Pearls are
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome. It's like, to me, better than diamonds. That's just
Mhm.
me.
Yep. So
Oh, thank you for joining my podcast, man. It was an honor having you.
thanks, bro.
It was an honor hearing your stories and how you got better in life. And look at you. And I hope to keep seeing you get better and improve with your music more and more. And then I hope to see you grow and more into a bigger person, bigger adult.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Well, thank you for joining the podcast. To the next one, and like and subscribe. the button right there. Help us grow the channel and we get more guests and more stories. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day and see you around, Edgar, man.
Sounds good, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you.